Morning, New Life. My name is Carly Allen. I teach high school English at New Life Academy. So, a special hello to all of my people, all of my students. I've got the freshmen, college writing, and world lit. But also a special hello to those of you that I get to see in the hallway all the time, but I don't get to see now because you're not in my Schoology conferences. I miss your guys' faces so much. I mean, I have three roommates, so I haven't really been alone a lot over the quarantine, which has been pretty nice actually. I don't feel super lonely. And I've got my desk here, I've got everything all set up. I even have my little Hershey's that I usually have on my desk at school, but it's just not the same without you guys coming in and stealing them off my desk all day, you know? But it's been nice. I've been trying to keep busy. I am not learning the banjo. I don't think I'm quite on Mr. Westland's level yet, but I am knitting this blanket. I will say that I was knitting this blanket for like at least a solid year before quarantine even started, and I'm only like a third of the way there. So I don't know. Check back in like 2022, and maybe I'll be done. Who knows? But it's been nice. It's been nice to have time to kind of slow down, and I've also been able to read a lot, which, as an English teacher, is obviously something that I really like to do. And I've been reading my Bible and spending time in the Word, but I've also been reading this Live Dead journal. And so, if you're unfamiliar with Live Dead, it's a missionary organization. And this journal is really, really cool. Every day is written by a different missionary that is located in a different country with an unreached people group. And so each day is kind of dedicated to that people group, praying for them, but also praying for the missionaries there and looking at kind of what they do to stay strong in their faith in the field. And so what's been really cool about it is that a lot of these people know what it feels like to feel isolated or to feel like you can't really do things the way that you want or you can't really be effective. And that speaks a lot to kind of what's going on in our lives right now, too. So I just wanted to share with you guys a little piece of one of the journal entries that I was reading the other day. It's written by a missionary to Sudan. And he says, God has all resources. As we abide in Jesus, he pours himself into us. When we are full of Jesus, his spirit, his love, this fullness affects our spirits. It lifes us. It keeps us sweet and simple. From there, we bless others near us, and from there, we bless the world. And I love the way that he put that. Like, man, spending time with Jesus, not only does he pour himself into us to bless others, but it keeps us sweet and simple. It does something in our spirit when we just sit at his feet and sit still, which, hello, we've got a lot of time to do right now. When we sit still in his presence, he keeps us sweet and simple and allows us to experience life the way that he intended. And so this verse, or this little entry here, reminded me of John chapter 15. This is when Jesus is saying, remain in me and I will remain in you, or abide in me and I will abide in you, depending on your translation. For a branch cannot produce fruit if it is severed from the vine, and you cannot be fruitful unless you remain in me. Yes, I am the vine, you are the branches. Those who remain in me and I in them will produce much fruit. For apart from me, you can do nothing. And I remember when I was younger reading this verse and thinking, like, that's really harsh, Jesus. I really can't do anything. Like, ouch, okay. But the older I've gotten, the more I've come to understand, like, this isn't a question of whether or not I can do things apart from Jesus. This is a promise that if I do things with him, he will produce greater fruit in me. Not whether or not I can do things without Jesus, but really, why would I want to do things without Jesus? And I think it's easy for us right now to think that, like, oh, well, because I can't see my friends, because I can't go to school, because I can't go to church, because I can't go to, I don't know, Jerry's, because I can't XYZ, I can't grow, right? I'm stagnant. I'm stuck. My life is stuck. And I just want to encourage you guys today that that is not true, that you still have the ability to produce fruit during this time, and that someday on the other side of this, you're going to leave your house and you're going to see your friends again, and you're going to do all of the things that you have been wanting to do all of this time. But think about what your fruit's going to look like on the other side of that. Are you taking time to have that sweet and simple time with the Lord and allowing Him to use you and grow you to produce fruit even when nobody else is watching, and even when we don't have chapel or church on a Sunday or youth group on a Wednesday the way that we're used to? So my prayer for you guys today is that each of you is able to spend some time, sweet and simple, with the Lord. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to hopefully see you in the future.